This is Duke University.
At its heart, sustainability is really just about good, forward-thinking, long-term corporate strategy. We live in an era where corporations are increasingly held accountable to a wide array of stakeholders, more than we've ever had to be accountable to before. We also live in an era where the availability and the supply and the cost and the reliability of natural resources is increasingly constrained. As the global population rises and as there's continued pressure put on the natural resource supply, this isn't going to change anytime soon. So these issues present real risks to business. They also present very real opportunities for innovation. And I think that really forward-thinking companies who are thinking about their long-term corporate strategy have to be thinking about the social and environmental context in which their business operates. I think over the last 10 years, we've seen sustainability evolve in some really interesting ways as a business practice. So 10 years ago, sustainability was much less mainstream. It was much less widely adopted. Today, we see that nearly every Fortune 500 corporation has a sustainability or a corporate citizenship department. We see that investors are asking businesses about their environmental, social, and governance risks. We see sustainability being much more a part of the mainstream business conversation. So in that sense, I think sustainability practitioners don't have to work so hard to educate and make the case for why business should care about sustainability in the first place. At the same time, I think that the issues are becoming increasingly complex, and a lot of companies who started on their sustainability journey maybe a decade ago have already at this point captured a lot of the low-hanging fruit. So perhaps they've made their facilities more energy efficient. Perhaps they've found ways to cut out waste in their manufacturing process. But a lot of that low-hanging fruit that's sort of easy for the firm to operationalize has been captured at this point, and I think that the true sustainability leaders are really wrestling with really complex challenges at this point. And often these are challenges like, how do you really make a business have a zero waste footprint, right? How do you redesign your products completely to imagine a circular economy? And these challenges are complex because they're not all within the firm's control. Often these require new collaborations, new thinking, new innovation at the system level instead of just the firm level. It's amazing to see the diversity of the jobs that are available now to MBAs who want to work in the sustainability space. Whereas even just 5 years ago, there were fewer options. Today, there are all kinds of new jobs that exist now that didn't exist previously. And I think that part of the equation for MBA students is understanding how they can marry their business skill set with their passion for producing environmental and social change in the world. And that means not only are there jobs available in corporate sustainability or corporate social responsibility departments, those jobs do exist, but it could also mean an MBA student might pursue a career working in clean energy, right? Or working in a values-based business in a brand management position, working in impact investing, working for a social entrepreneur or a B corporation. There are just so many new and innovative applications where an MBA can take their business skill set and apply it wherever they're best suited and in whatever functional role they're best suited to creating social and environmental change in the world. When I coach students who are interested in working in a sustainability career, I use a 2x2 matrix in counseling them. On the first axis is the question, what kind of organization do you want to work for? Do you want to work for what we consider sort of a traditional business employer? And that might mean a Fortune 500 multinational corporation. It might mean an investment bank. It might mean a management consulting firm. Or do you want to work in an organization where part of their core product or service is mission-oriented? That might mean working for a social entrepreneur, a sustainability consulting firm, an environmental NGO, a clean tech venture capital firm. There are a host of options there. On the other axis, the question is, what kind of role do you see yourself in? Do you want to work in a role in which managing social and environmental impacts, a sustainability role, is part of your day job? Or do you want to work in a traditional business role, which might be in marketing or finance or operations, in sort of the traditional kind of business applications that business schools focus on? And if you think about this 2x2 matrix, then you can imagine there are 4 quadrants, and there are great opportunities to have a sustainability career in all 4 of those quadrants. So it really depends on the student, what their personal passion is, what kind of organization they feel comfortable working in, what kind of role they see themselves adding the most value in, and then honing in on sort of what that job search might look like from there.